I absolutely love hunts like this. Well, welcome to Finding America. It is really nice to see you here. Now, it has been extremely hot, and it's made metal detecting very difficult for me. So, next time I went out, I wanted to find a place that might be just a little bit cooler to hunt at. So I decided to go to the old mill houses that sit on the river's edge. Now, this place is just awesome, and I love hunting here. I wanted to spend more time with the Equinox 900 and my Coiltech coil to see if there was anything I might have missed in the past. Well, it wasn't any cooler down there, but that sight and my Equinox 900 definitely came through for me. Well, I absolutely love hunting this spot, and mainly because the empty fields that I'm swinging my coil over now were once the home of a really nice neighborhood full of small homes and hardworking Americans between 1900 and 1960. And while they didn't have much money, they definitely loved their families, and they definitely loved doting on their children. And that's plainly evident by the amazing amount of old toys that I find there, as well as the incredible pieces of history that surface there as well. Every single find I make is like a window into how they live their lives. I just love hunting this place, and this hunt proved to be yet another very memorable one. Well, I'm down here at the edge of the river, and there are geese everywhere. You can see a whole bunch over here, about 50 of them. And then over there's a whole bunch of them swimming together in the river. It's definitely a beautiful morning, very ideal. And right now it's nice and cool, but it's not going to be for very long. But my first target with the Equinox 900, and I'm running the 10x5 Coiltech coil, and just running it in Park 1 factory settings. Got a 73, dug down about 5 inches, and my first target is pretty cool. Part to an old toy cap gun, and I believe it has the name of the gun down here. So, pretty cool. I should be able to find a non-dug example, hopefully. But happy to have that, and a nice way to start the day. Cut a plug. I thought it was a quarter, but I don't think so. This is what I saw. Some kind of pin, maybe? Oh man, check that out. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's neat. I think it's a safe, what's it say? Fort Carson safe driver. Might have a date even. Let me see. No, it just says years. I think. Isn't that cool? Fort Carson safe driver. Well, that is very cool. I'll get it cleaned up a little bit more, but that's a neat little find right there. Well, just about a foot away from the last find, I was getting a 71 signal and dug down, and check it out. That's such a weird little piece right there. It says credit swish, 10 grams fine, 0.999. It's kind of like a play silver bar. It's aluminum, and that's the backside. Definitely odd finds, but definitely interesting. Well, this 900 is definitely keeping me busy on my knees constantly, and it's an awesome thing. This one gave me a 30, and I thought, well, let me clear up this pull tab. And I honestly thought it was a pull tab. It was in the plug, but it's an earring. It does have some kind of marking here, but it's not going to be silver. But it's darn cool. I think it's got a little, kind of little turquoise insert here, like a Thunderbird. Isn't that cool? Very, very neat. And I'll get it cleaned up, get you a better look at it, but man, I'll tell you, another really neat little find. Well, got a 37, and for once it wasn't a pull tab. Happy to say it's a pretty cool old button right there. So, not bad. Definitely an older button. Gonna probably be 50s, 60s, but it looks like a civilian coat button, and yeah, I like it. Well, I like it a lot more than a pull tab, that's for darn sure. Well, this one was giving me about a 62, sometimes a 64. Dug down about 6 inches, and I got a little penny, and it's green. So I'm figuring it's either early wheatie or an Indian if I'm really, really lucky. So I thought I'd grab the camera and we'll find out. Come on, Indian. Been a little while since I got one of y'all. Ooh, that's a little tough to tell. I think it's a wheatie. Well, I don't know. Shoot, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to toothpick it and see what oh, it is an Indian. I can see the shield. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. This will probably be the oldest coin I've gotten out of this lot, so let me get it cleaned up and we'll see what year it is, but oh, I'm thrilled with that. Wow. Came in just beautiful sounding. Man, good job 900, I'm telling you. Well, unfortunately, it's pretty crusty. I'm gonna have to clean it when I get home, but hopefully you can see the backside. You can see the 1 cent in the shield and the wreath, and you see part of the Indian there. I just can't get a good shot of the date yet. It's pretty crusty down there. But I'll work on it when I get home, but I am thrilled to have an Indian from this spot. That's amazing. Well, I might have something interesting. I was getting a 5758, and I love this dirt up here. It is just all original dirt and really rich river bottom soil. And check out what's in the hole. I think I have a ring, and I'm hoping it's silver. Rang in at a 5758, so it does have some weight to it. It's kind of like a band. Oof, it could be. I'll tell you what, let me get it cleaned up, get a better look at it here. Yeah, ooh, I don't know. It looks gold inside, so now I'm thinking it was gold plated. I don't know, that's pretty odd. Yeah, see that? Well, let me see if it has any markings and I'll be right back, but pretty cool. Well, unfortunately, no markings at all. Don't think it's silver. It was probably gold plated. You can still see some of that on the inside, but hey, pretty darn cool. About 6-7 inches down. Little ring. Well, this is kind of cool. I got a real quick double blip signal. Managed to separate them. They were both 33, 34 signals, and I ended up getting 2. They're different, but they're the same. But I did get 2 Wrangler jean buttons. Now they're pretty vintage actually. Someone probably threw away a pair of jeans back here a long time ago. And there they are. That's kind of cool. So I don't know how old they are. They could be 70s. Not sure, but still pretty neat finding two of them at the same time. Well, this next one was giving me a 57-58. It was pretty deep, about 7-8 inches. And I went ahead and cleaned it off, saved a little bit of time, but I really do like finding these. It's a pretty old play coin. This is going to be from the 50s to early 60s. And it says thin dime play coin. It has a picture of a steaming hot cup of coffee on this side. That's a pretty darn cool one right there. Now these would have been used in the early play cash registers. And on this side it has that cup of coffee, the number 10, and then 10 spelled out. So pretty cool looking play coin, and I really do enjoy finding these. Well, this is giving me a very nice repeatable high tone, about 7-8 inches down. I was hoping for a nice coin, but got something pretty cool anyway. This is part of the inner mechanism to an old pocket watch. So very cool. Always love seeing these come out of the ground. Sometimes they have a maker's mark on them and I'm able to date them, but the main thing is it shows you're in a nice early time period. So early 1900s at least. So very cool, and happy to see that. Well, this next one was giving me, it's in the low 60s. I saw a flash of something interesting, so I just grabbed the camera. Look at that. Something with flowers on it. Let's see. Not sure exactly what that is. Pretty interesting. Maybe a pendant or something. Part to a bracelet. Pretty thin stamped metal, but definitely cool, and happy to have it. Well, this one's giving me a really nice high tone, about 6 inches down. I finally got it out of the hole, and looks like I have a weedie. Let's see, looks like a 46 Philadelphia mint mark as far as I can tell. So, good sign, and I'm gonna keep on going here. I was getting a 43, and I'm like, okay, let's clear this one out. Cut a pretty deep plug, about 5 inches, not that crazy. Flipped it out, and something fell right back in the hole, something heart-shaped. And then I got to taking a look at it. Looks like it's a bracelet. The chain was still in the hole, and this fell back in. So I grabbed the camera. And it's obviously nothing precious metal or anything, but it is a very cool little piece right there. It's heavy metal, and yeah, look at there. I'm gonna have to, not sure if I can do this. Let's see if I can pop this out. There we go. See what the rest of it looks like. Well, there you go. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Well, I thought it was going to be a pull tab, but not this time. Well, this one was giving me an 84-85. Not very deep, about 4 inches. And I got some kind of toy car. Pretty cool looking, whatever it is. I don't think I've ever found one like this. Let's see. I think it's it's hard to tell. But I'll get it cleaned up and get you a better look at it. And we'll see what it is exactly, but I like it. Well, what do you know? I've got another play coin, and I absolutely love finding these. This one's giving me a 41, and it was in a little dirt clod, and I popped it out, and I'm like, oh, cool. And this one is even better. On this side, you can see it right there. It says toy money, 10 cents. So very cool, but what's really cool, this is one that's dated. And I enjoy finding these, and I've never found this one. It says Texatoy 1954. It's got a cowboy boot on it, and it says 1 dime down on the bottom. Very cool, old cash register play money. And yeah, there were so many kids back in the day playing out here, and it's kind of a shame because today there's not a kid in sight. Yep. Times have definitely changed, but what a place this was back in the day. Well, this was kind of a surprise. I was getting a quarter signal here, just a few inches down. This is a little bit of an area that I hadn't really covered before, so I was expecting a quarter, and I dug down, and this popped out. Now, a lot of the pieces came out too, but they fit inside this thing. I don't know, some kind of a plaque. But then I saw this piece, and I turned it over, and I gave it a wipe, and check it out. Dolly's Splash Country. So that's over in Pigeon Forge, not too far from where I am, and it's Dolly Parton's Splash Country theme park. So pretty cool, and yeah, you just never know what's going to come out of that next hole. Well, tell you what, I got a pretty nice looking piece in this hole right here. I was getting an 82 to 84, and pop the plug. I think I have a ring, and with those numbers it was giving me, it very well could be silver. So I'm going to pull it out. Let me get this ant off of it. Wow, very cool. Pop the dirt. I think this is going to be silver. Yeah, it's shining up pretty well. Very cool. I don't know, let me get it cleaned off, see if it has any markings, but it's very light, so it may not be silver, but yeah, not too shabby. Nice ring. Well, unfortunately, it does not appear to be silver. It appears to be aluminum. Probably like a gumball machine ring, but still a cool little find, and I'm gonna keep on going. Well, I got a really nice solid 80, and I dug down about 4 inches. It was on the edge, and I came up with this. And it's a nice early Wheatie. This one's actually going to be a war period Wheatie, 1942. And if you can tell by my fingers, it is hot, and I'm sweating. It looks like I've been in a swimming pool for an hour, but it is not easy out here. Well, I finally found a little shade. Oh man, it is hot. But holy cow, I think I have something pretty cool on my drop cloth. This one was giving me a really nice high tone, 91, but it was faint and it was repeatable, not quite as strong in the opposing direction. But yeah, I'm like, well, it could be a nail, but I'm just gonna go for it. Man, am I glad I did. About 9 inches down, maybe 10. It said it was on my drop cloth, and I started wiping the dirt away, and then I saw it. Look at this. All right, I'm gonna just go on the limb. I think it's cross canons. I thought it was a cross, but I think it's cross canons. So let's pull it out. I just grabbed my camera as soon as I got. Oh heck yeah! Look at that. Oh baby. Oh my. Look here. It's got the 2 loops here. It would have been suspended. I think it would have had something suspended below it here. And holy cow, look at that cross cannons artillery. Yeah, that looks World War I all day long, maybe even a little bit earlier, maybe Spanish American, late 1800s, early 1900s. That is freaking awesome. That is just amazing. Oh yeah, I just keep going. I was sitting there like, man, I'm really getting gassed right now. And I'm like, well, I found some shade. Let's just camp under it. And boy, am I glad I did. Oh, I'll get this cleaned up, but it is in beautiful condition. So, that one made me feel really good. Well, I wasn't really sure if there was going to be anything good in that hole, and I was blown away when that Equinox 900 pulled out that amazing and really rare early coastal artillery cross cannons. Such a rare find. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to be there scouring that place, hoping to find the missing silver centerpiece that went on top of those cross cannons. Well, it was a crazy hot day, but I've made some really cool finds. And here's another look at all the great things I was able to dig up in this episode. Well, I really hope you enjoyed watching this one, and if you did, please give it a quick thumbs up and maybe even leave a little comment. It really does help the channel immensely. Now, don't go anywhere just yet, because I have even more incredible history to share with you, and that's coming up in just a few seconds. And remember, it's history that makes a find a treasure. And I can't wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.